Carolyn Hoffman, and I studied abroad in Padua, Italy this past semester in the fall. Two big things that I learned while abroad was definitely to keep an open mind, especially when dealing with foreign language. In Padua, it was not touristy at all, so there was very little English spoken in cafes, my homestay, at my workplace. So it was really important that I didn't get frustrated and I really kept with it and kept an open mind and remembered that I'm not in the United States, I'm in Italy, and I really need to try and adapt to their language. A second thing that I learned that was pretty big while abroad was to just go with the flow more and realize that life doesn't always have to move at an extremely fast pace. As an American, I'm really used to just going, especially at a university on the East Coast. And definitely Italian society is much slower. People really stop to smell the roses, and I really had to adapt to just a slower pace of life and work in academics and socially. And I think it was good for me in the end because it forced me to really understand my experience and have a more thorough experience in Italy and as a student that I wouldn't get on campus in Boston. Two things that I would recommend for students thinking of studying abroad is one, just definitely do it. I think if you have the opportunity and you have the time in your schedule, you really should because it is such a different experience that you can't get when you stay on campus. And if possible, I would really recommend also traveling around not just your host country, but to other countries, maybe neighboring countries, and doing it by train because you really get to see the countryside and the countries that you pass through on a more personal level than if you're just flying and interacting with airport security or other people at airports. I would also say to keep in mind the local culture and to really try not and get frustrated and try to adapt to their culture because you are studying abroad in their country.